Hello there, welcome to another World of Warships Legends with Ungainly Titan, and we're on Polar Map. We're in the USS Arkansas. Now, I haven't played the USS Arkansas much. It's the Tier 3 American premium battleship. The USS Arkansas, the Tier 4 cruiser Marblehead, and the Tier 3 Japanese cruiser, the Iwaki, all came as part of the Founders Pack. And I've got the Founders Pack armour and flag and stuff like that, and I fly it in all the ships. However, I've recently, I haven't completed the grind, but I finished the ships that I was currently grinding. So all the ships that I currently own in the American Tech 3 are elite. So the Benson's elite, the New York's elite, the Tier 4 battleship, and the Omaha, the Tier 4 cruiser, are all elite. But I don't have the credits or cash to upgrade the Fletcher or the Benson to the Fletcher, the Tier 7 American destroyer. Because that's about 8 million or something like that. So what I'm thinking of doing is that I'll play the premium ships. Because I bought them, I might as well play them. Get my values out of them and play the premium ships for a while. Build up the credits. And to buy all the upgrades. So I upgrade the 2 Tier 4 ships and the Tier 6 ship. And whatever mods are available at the beginning. So, a lot of credits. Now, when I was playing this, so I started playing this, and the dispersion was all over the place. I mean, hitting targets, putting shots on target is up to you, the player. But if the dispersion is all over the place, a lot of those shots are going to hit the ship and actually penetrate. A lot of them are going to fall in the water around them, or they'll hit glancing blows off the belt armor or whatever. So I re-looked at the mods, because obviously I bought this ship at the very beginning when I had no clue at all of what I was doing, and the mods I installed weren't necessarily the best mods. I did have the secondary gun battery mod onto this thing, which increases the range and rate of fire of the secondary batteries, which I kept. I think that's a beneficial addition to the ship, although you don't often get to use your secondary gun batteries as you might like, simply because bringing the ship in that close can frequently be not a useful tactic, simply because you get yourself caught in crossfires and things. But when you need them, you need them. The other thing I did was then I think I had steering assistance, and I had some engine stuff and stuff like that. I got rid of them, and I went for there's a damage control booster, which I think reduces your cooldown on the damage control, and there's a target acquisition and a artillery plotting room, both of which improve your main battery dispersion. The target acquisition does a whole bunch of stuff. So the main battery dispersion was the one I decided to focus on, and I do think it's paid off. I actually think it's I'm getting more shots on target and doing a little bit more damage with those shots than I was prior to this. So we have a Ishizushi coming out into the open, broadside on in front of everybody. Everybody being me in a cruiser, and there's, I think, another ship closer as well. So we're going to take advantage of that, because he's sitting there in the water. I think he's actually slowing down. I think he may have changed his mind about the smartness of coming out, and he slowed down. Now, slowing down is a fatal mistake, because there's a Citadel hit. That was nice. Wasn't a huge amount of hits, but you know, the Citadel makes the difference. And I think it's the first time I've gotten a Citadel on this particular ship. But instead of stopping in the water and reversing, what he should have done was kept coming and either turned towards or away. Because if he turned away, for instance, he could have gone behind that island there to the north of me. If he turned towards, he could have, well, at least he'd be presenting a smaller profile. And that's another Citadel, an even bigger Citadel hit. It's like 18,000 points total damage there, and he's really suffering. Like, he's a one-shot kill now if somebody lands a decent salvo on him. But he's still broadside on. He's still giving us the maximum possible target and the most likely possibility of a Citadel hit. Now, I've only got my forward guns at the moment, but I'm swinging the ship around and bringing some more guns to bear. Now, the thing about my ship is that the maximum number of guns are actually at the back of the ship. So I often get better total firepower if I actually show the back of my ship to the enemy rather than the forward end of my ship. But I've better armour in the front. So sometimes you need to have the front of your ship showing. That's what you need. You know, you need to do it. You need to bow tank. Even if you're retreating and you're going in reverse, you still probably need to show the front of the ship, because it's your best armour. Now you stop the ship again. And my secondary guns are starting to pick up a fight as well. They're engaging somebody. And that's him gone. Another Citadel hit now when you're only like 1,000 points left. Typical. So somebody just poked out behind that island. And there's torpedoes in the water. And we're going to try and turn into them, because I'm angled more or less that way anyway. We took one torpedo hit. There's a destroyer in the cap circle as well. We could be in serious trouble down here, because I'm kind of on my own at this point in time. A wild Kohlberg appears from around the island, and my guns are kind of not pointing the right way, and it's going to get worse as well, because I bring the forward turrets to bear. However, there's a destroyer on my left, my port side, and I'm going to swing the ship away from the destroyer because there's going to be torpedoes in the water. There's somebody else in the smoke screen. That's torpedoes in the water from the destroyer, I would say. There's that cruiser or whatever was up there earlier on. So because I'm swinging my ship away to avoid the torpedoes, I can't keep the guns to bear on the Kohlberg, and I'm relying completely on the secondary batteries to deal with the Kohlberg, and they're actually doing a fairly good job. There's a torpedo hit from something, probably the Yubari. There's the destroyer's torpedoes, I would suspect, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was another set of torpedoes en route as well. But so far, we've managed to dance the torpedo tango without taking any real losses. And okay, the fire is a bit of a problem, because our repair and our damage controls on cooldown. Yubari makes a run out, and I overestimate his speed. Don't get any real hits there. I get one hit really, and now I'm gonna, well, the island's gonna block me from him. And there is, there's two ships in the water here as well. There's the Orion. Now his guns aren't pointing at me, and I'm not fully loaded to shoot back, though my secondaries are shooting back. And there's the destroyer, and I'm about to hit the island as well, so I'm sitting duck for torpedoes. However, the Campbelltown is not facing me. He's not in a position to send torpedoes at me. High explosive is supposed to be optimal load, but I'm not loaded with high explosives, so we'll fire what we've got. And take the chance on over penetrations. We've managed to remove half his health points, and he's now trying to get around the side of the island. He's the last ship standing on his team. Our secondary guns are continuing to engage in him, and we've taken quite a bit of his health away, but somebody else finishes him off. So that's it. Game over. Battle ended. And I think some of the best results so far in this ship. 70,000 damage in a high caliber is definitely the best I've ever done on this ship. I don't think I've ever done probably more than 20,000 damage in this ship. We came number 1 by experience. The Orion, 5 kills. Wow. That were all my kills went. Well, the Tenryu and somebody else won some kills as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like and a share. Feel free to comment if you've not already done so. Please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.